lots to unpack there that I'm really interested about. How do you handle, just as a starting point, going from 4 deals in 6 months to 54 deals in 6 months to 121 deals? Because that's exponential growth in a short amount of time. Tell us about how you had to hammer down on like people, systems, processes in order just to make sure everything's covered, all your touch points are covered and all that, because that's a lot of growth in a short amount of time.
Well, there's no kind of one way to do it. Someone said to me the other day, is like when you jump out of a plane, you find your parachute on the way down. Right. And so that's what makes it fun and thrilling, is like you don't know until you put yourself in that situation. And at every turn, there's a new situation that you have to deal and cope with, whether it's threats or opportunities or obligations that you need to fulfill. Right. And so it's just, there's no one answer. But what we did was we noticed that we can double our productivity by having someone else go out to the properties for us. And that allowed us to stay on the sales floor to make more calls. So our main jam of bringing in deals and leads were cold calling. And so we have a team of callers in the Philippines. They just do outbound, reach out to people, just looking to see who raises their hand, who's who. And from that, we're able to dissect the 30 people or so a week that come in and say, okay, I'm going to call Susan over there at 123 Main Street, and then follow up with Susan. And so there's a lot of times that you just realize as you encounter a new situation, you kind of work through it and evolve within that situation. And you can't really anticipate it going into without, being involved in it first.
Right. Yeah. People, it's super common that analysis paralysis happens, right? Like you sit there and you think about all the things that could go wrong, and it keeps you from doing the thing that you think you maybe should do. And, we all know people like that, right? Like we all have friends that are like, man, I want to get into so-and-so, but like, what if this happens? And it sounds like you're the kind of person that would be like me. It's like, dude, it probably will. Like that thing you're worried about probably will happen. Mm-hmm. But guess what? Like you'll figure it out. Like you really going to let it stop you from like pursuing it? What if it doesn't happen? What if it's great?
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny you say that, because I'm kind of in that same spot now of analysis paralysis, just on a new level. Trying to figure out my next venture, whether it's funds or new construction, whatever the case is. I think at every turn, just being a human, you're going to encounter some fear and scarcity, and that's what holds a lot of people back.
Yeah. I'll give you advice that you didn't ask for.
Okay.
So Andy Frisella has a phrase that I just absolutely love. He says aggressive patience. So there's been a lot of periods in my life where I'm not, it sounds like I'm like right where you're at, and there's a lot of options and you're not really sure which door to go through. But I'm not necessarily a patient person. I'm progress over perfection is like my mantra. I'm like, let's just be moving forward. I don't care if it's perfect, but like progress needs to be happening or I go crazy. So like, for instance, what I've been doing is the last couple of years, I've kind of been in that, what's going to be the best thing to propel my career and like help me provide for my family, my community, help people. And I haven't had a clear answer. So what I've been doing is like laying foundational blocks, like doing some things that could help doors open and maybe make that path clearer. And maybe that's kind of where you're at right now. So like I had all the credentials to get my residential builder's license for like new construction. So I went and got it because it's like a 6-month process.
That's the first building block.
Right. So it's like, well, if I know it's going to take 6 months, I don't want to wait till I need it. I can just like file all this stuff and have it so I'm ready.
Yeah.
And then that led to like, well, now I know that I've got this builder's license. Like I bought vacant lots because it's like, well, if I'm going to build something, I'll probably need some vacant lots. And then that led to, well, I've got these vacant lots and I've got my builder's permit. I'm going to need some plans. Well, the next thing you know, like I've got an architect and we've got 3 different sets of plans for duplexes. And, oh, well, now I've got plans and my license and lots to build on. I need to get bids on these. And like next thing you know, I'm in new construction.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things where it's like you can take some low risk action and see where it goes.
That's good.
You know, like the action of getting my license, very low risk, costs almost no money, and you don't know what kind of opportunities it's going to open. So
I'm sure you play the who's who game and not the how, like how I'm going to do this. It's more of who do I know that can give me those plans or the license. And so, you know, that's like kind of my analogy of going into Walmart. If you're looking for peanut butter and you've never been in there, well, it's quicker just to ask the Walmart associate, hey, where's the peanut butter? And it's on aisle 6.
Yeah.
So that's really the who's who has been a big help. And I think that's what you did there.